What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and the Street Fighter collaboration is here. And I gotta tell you guys, pretty nice. It's pretty freaking awesome. These characters look absolutely insane. So the first thing that we want to touch on is some of these events and the things that we're getting. So in the check-in login event, guys, this is nice. We're going to get a free option card that's going to increase attack for the Street Fighter characters and increase chill damage for only Chun-Li, which is going to be pretty amazing, guys, especially whenever you look at both Chun-Li's kits. Very nice. We're going to get these tokens here, which are going to be used in the event to get Chun-Li, and then we're also going to get these gift boxes. And the way these gift boxes work is you're going to open these 5 different times. The first time you open it, you're going to get these experience bottles, right, which is actually quite nice. There's mystery box. It's not a selection box, so it's going to be random between level 3 and level 5, but still really good. When you open it again, then you're going to get these capsules. 100 capsules of attack, defense, and HP is actually very nice. The next time you open it, you're going to get a platinum card, right? 3 PG card for your characters, which is awesome, man. Or your set cards if you need any of these guys. That's so good. And then when you open it again, you're going to be able to get a memory selector. And this is awesome, especially for newer players. This is completely free. All you gotta do is log in every single day, and you'll be able to use one of these memories for your characters, guys. It's actually really godly. Very nice that they did that. And then when you open the last one, look what you get. You get a change-up kit, either for the Nostalgia Chun-Li, Bison, or Luke. You don't need any of these for the EX characters, guys. You don't need these for those characters because they're EX characters. They already have it unlocked, right? They already got the EX, the change-up kit is already unlocked on them. So this is actually godly, but it gets even better, guys. It gets even better. And whenever you can unlock those things, you actually increase their stats and power levels, which is pretty freaking sweet. So then we have the Carnival. Now this is a Carnival where we're actually going to be using memories to unlock all these points and unlock all of these rewards. And you can see you're going to get a memory for a Nostalgia Chun-Li, which is actually pretty awesome. You're going to get these hammers that are only going to be useful for imprint stones for the Street Fighter characters. You're going to get some capsules. You're going to be able to get more of these hammers for them. You're also going to get an imprint stone selection box, which is nice, guys. And these are only going to work on Street Fighter characters, which is pretty damn sweet. Very nice. Now you're going to need, quite a few memories in order to finish this up. And whenever you get like an EX character, you're going to get 2,400 points. If you get a BS or an SS character, like in Bison or Luke, you're going to get 2,400 points. If you get just a regular Fest character, the purple border characters, you're going to get 900 points. So these are the ones you are really wanting. And then you're going to get this little guy, which is actually good for resetting your core. If you're not happy with the core after you apply a change-up kit to your character. I know some of you aren't really sure what I'm talking about, but I'll probably go into more depth about all that later in the future. And then at the end of this thing, look what you get, guys. You get another change-up kit. So not only do you get 1 out of 3 change-up kits from the gift box, you're going to get another one. You're going to get 2 free out of 3 change-up kits for these characters. Now, granted, you're going to have to pull for these characters to get them, but that's nice, guys. That's honestly pretty freaking sick that Netmarble did this. I'm actually surprised that they did this. I think this is quite generous, and I'm very happy about it, guys. Now, as far as, finishing this thing out, guys, I mean, really all you got to do is just pull in your banners to try to get characters, pull in whatever banner you may be. Like I'm going to be using all these free summons. You get a free summon every day. All these free tickets right here. I'm going to be coming into the inventory here, and you want to use all of the tickets that you can, like all of these tickets. Now I'm a big hoarder, and I know you newer players don't have these, but you're going to be acquiring these tickets. Use these as well, so that way you can get some memory selectors, guys, or not memory selectors, but so that way in hopes maybe you can get a fest memory and get that 900 points. You can also come into your fighter here and go to memory, and you can click combine, and you can actually combine memories, and you do have a chance of getting Luke or Bison if you do this, to where you can actually also get memories this way as well. And that's actually pretty damn nice. You can also go into the challenge dungeon here, team relay dungeon, and if you are farming, this event's going to last a while, you can actually get a memory here. This is 900 points every week. So that's actually another way that you can get memories, and you can go into the event right here And you can also get memories from the elemental events. So if you got a lot of these points there, a lot of these tokens, that you get from the event, a lot of these babies right here, then you're going to be able to come into the exchange shop and pick up some memories. Each one of these would be 900 points. And you guys can see I got almost 35,000 of these. I can easily get, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can easily get 5,400 points just from doing this, guys. And you can still use those memories as fodder for dimensional invitation tickets for the nostalgia version of Chun-Li to level her up. So those are some ways that you can actually try to finish out that carnival. Then we had the Street Fighter V event, right? And in this event is where you're going to acquire these tokens. And all you got to do, guys, is click on go. It's going to take you exactly where to go and just face it. It doesn't matter what level you face here. Beat it 3 times so that way you can get these tokens. You'll get 50 tokens and so on and so on. You go to Soul Quest, click on go, create guild members, click on go, right? Greet your guild members, okay? And you'll be good to go. So click on guild member here, greet, right? Greet, right? You'll do this 10 times, okay? Just in case you're not really sure. Now you need to be in a guild in order to do this, by the way, just to let you know. So try to get in touch with another guild. If you need to find a guild, contact my Discord. The link is in the description below. There are guild recruitments in there, so maybe some of you could find a guild if you actually need one, so that way you can do this requirement and get those 50 tokens, because every little bit helps, guys. Every little bit helps. When you when you enhance an imprint stone and so on, so on, so on, guys. If there's any questions about any of these things, I'll be happy to do a video about them. But whenever you acquire these babies, then you're going to be able to go into your summons, and you're going to be able to use those things to get this version of Chun-Li. And I'm telling you guys, when we take a look at her skills, she's godly. She is going to be a very, very strong character. And once you acquire so many points, you're going to be able to get her. And what this means is, and this is exactly what they did for Soul Bad Guy, is you're going to be able to get this character for free. Whenever we did this for Soul Bad Guy during the Guilty Gear collaboration, everybody got him pretty much to A3. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing all those dailies every day for the Street Fighter V event, then you're probably going to get this character to A3, which is awesome, guys. I mean, it's so sick, completely for free. Very, very cool. I'm loving it. And then we have the Chun-Li crafting event right here, where you can actually farm for more of these tokens, and you actually get these from the Smash the Car event. And you'll be able to get craft a memory for Bison if you choose to do so. You're going to have to use 3 memories of the nostalgia version of Chun-Li in order to do this. They do give you one of these for free from the Carnival if you're able to get it. And the same with Luke. You need 3 of these memories, guys. But the thing about this is, say you get a bunch of extra memories in the banner and you're pulling for these characters. If you get a bunch of extra, like once you get this version of Chun-Li, stop. Don't use her memories here on her. Use these memories to get memories for Luke and Bison in this event, right? And for these option cards, these tokens right here, you actually are going to be able to get from the Smashing Car event with Luke, okay? You can get all this for free, right? You can get a free 3PG as well for Chun-Li, which is nice, guys. And this will work on both versions of Chun-Li, which is nice. And it's so freaking awesome the way that they did this, because, like once you get the character, when it comes to a regular Fest character, which means non-SS, non-BS, and non-EX now, when they're collaboration characters, you can easily level up farmable through the game. So only use these to try to get SS memory for Luke or for Bison, or get your option cards here, or get your 3PG for Chun-Li. Obviously, you want to get that 3PG because you're going to get her for free anyways. Then we have the Street Fighter V event codex. And this is where once you get your characters to awaken level, so once you obtain the fire, you're going to get these 100 all-star souls to help level them up. You're going to get these reset cores for whenever you're wanting to reset your core when you do change up kits. And then you're going to be able to get imprint stones. Once you get your character to 1 star, you'll get this imprint stone. Once you get your character to 2 star, you'll get this imprint stone. Once you get your character to 3 star, you'll get this imprint stone. So what that means is when you're pulling in the banners for Ryu here, whenever you're pulling for them for Luke here, or for Chun-Li, like Luke and Ryu are really the only characters that you're going to pull for repeatedly in the banner to try to get 3 memories for them. You got to first get the character, and then you got to get 3 memories for them afterwards, so that way you can get all these imprint stones. And if you have the available rubies for yourself, I would highly suggest it, guys. These stones are super, super OP for these characters. They really do make them strong, and they're only specific for these characters. They will only work on these characters, and once this collaboration is gone, you will not have the availability to get these stones anymore. This is a one-time chance only thing. So do keep that in mind. If you can't get the stones, if you're not able to level up the characters and you don't get enough memories for them, you can always just use other stones that are in the game, but you're going to find they're much harder to get a hold of. So let's talk about some of the new events. So we have the new dream match. Guys, I think this is pretty damn awesome, because everybody can use all of the old collaboration characters, whatever characters are available. Everything is completely balanced. They take away everything that's in the cores. And I mean, as of right now, I think it looks pretty awesome. You can actually match with only PC users if you want. If you're just playing on PC client, or if you're playing on a mobile device, you can still click on this if you want, which is actually pretty cool, guys. And literally, I mean, this is a dream match because it's PvP with all of our available characters. And that is awesome, guys. I mean, you can literally click on the fighters that you want to play with and play with them, right? I do not have Ling Xiaoyu. I don't have this character, but yet I can equip her and I can play with her. That's awesome. So like all these new players that join into this game, they can play with all these collaboration characters that are not in the game for them now because they're just starting this game. They can actually enjoy some of these other fighting franchises in PvP in a balanced game mode. You got Dead or Alive, Guilty Gear, Samurai Showdown, Seven Knights, Gintama. I mean, it's pretty damn cool. WWE, I mean, it's really, really cool. I love what they did with the dream match, and I'm definitely probably going to be making another video about that thing. Then we have the path of martial arts. Now, I can't really go into here right now, guys, but all you need is one of the Street Fighter characters in order to play this. Now, when it comes to playing this one here, once you get the free version of Chun-Li, you will be able to play this even if you don't pull in the banner. Obviously, Bison and Akuma, they're going to be in the Volume 2 banner, which is going to be a week from now. And we'll talk about them later when we actually can see their effects and take a look at them. But they really do look pretty damn awesome, at least from the Korean live stream that I saw. And you're going to have to pull in the banner in order to get one of these characters, so that way you can play this one here in order to get the rewards out of it. Then we have the Smash the Car here, and for Smash the Car, this is where you're going to get these tokens to be able to get option cards and whatever resources from the Chun-Li crafting event. This is going to be a really easy thing that everybody's going to be able to do. And then we also have the Ryu Guild Raid, which is pretty sick. Unfortunately, I can't play it right now because I don't have the character. But again, like I said earlier, you're going to get that free version of Chun-Li. And once you get her, even if you don't pull in the banner, you're going to be able to come in here and, you know, get some of these like boxes and, you know, maybe get some of these good rewards like a capsules. These gold hammers are godly valuable, guys. And then the experience box can also be very useful. So that's actually pretty cool that everybody is able to do this, even if they're not going to pull in the Street Fighter collaboration. So that's actually pretty nice. Now let's talk about the new cards and characters that we have gotten, all right? So we'll start with the cards for the characters first. And when it comes to the new set cards that we got, this set is pretty godly, guys. The 1,000 Blows set, where each card gives you 7% attack, which is 21% attack. But for the Street Fighter characters, it actually increases their active skill damage by 25%. What that means is you got 3 skills available on every single character in this game. They're getting buffed up by 25% whether they use any of their skills. It doesn't matter if they're grab, strike, or blast. It's just active skills, which is awesome, guys. And then they also get an increased attack by 20% for 5 seconds when a Street Fighter V fighter lands an active skill. And there's no cooldown on this, guys. This is a godly set. They're literally getting 45% extra attack. And they become immune to damage for 3 seconds when Street Fighter V fighters' HP is 10% or less. And this is on a 35% cooldown. Now, we'll have to see if this actually works in the Colossal Dungeon. I'm not sure if it will or not, but it's a pretty OP set, guys, and it's going to add an insane amount of CP. I can take a look at that CP right there. It's going to be pretty nice. Very, very good set. And then we have the 3PGs. Now, the 3PGs, there's going to be 3 different types of 3PG. One of them is going to offer extra attack, one of them is going to offer increased active skill damage, and then one of them is going to offer increased critical damage by 6%. The increased critical damage by 6% really adds an insane amount of CP for your characters, and so does the increased attack. The increased active skill damage doesn't add really CP, but what it does is it increases your active skill damage when you're spamming your skills by 4.5%. It's actually pretty nuts. Now, as far as the bonus for Ryu here, for the Denjin Hadoken, increases attack by 12% for 10 seconds when using the skill. And it's going to be the same for any one of the types of 3PG. Then we have the Annihilator for Luke here, which obtains 12% power when using Annihilator. So after he does his 3 PG, he's going to build up his PG gain or power gain a lot faster, and he's going to be able to run and use his default very, very quick. And his default's actually really, really good. Then we have the Hyokusen for Chun-Li, which looks godly, guys. Increases critical rate by 5%, critical damage by 20% whenever she uses this skill. This means that she's going to hit like an absolute truck. And when after you take a look at her kit, you're going to be like, wow. And this works on both versions of Chun-Li. It's a pretty OP set. And then we have the option cards, which increase attack by 5%, increase critical damage by 10%. And for Street Fighters, only Street Fighters, increase critical rate by 7%. This is going to be an insane CP card. And there are certain game modes in the game that do require a lot of CP. And then we have increased active skill damage by 8%. Increase attack by 5%, and increase Street Fighter Darkness and Starlight damage by 25%. And so this card is going to be really amazing for a character like a Bison whenever he shows up, because he does have Darkness, and for Luke because he actually has Starlight. It's going to be an insane set for those characters, especially Luke. I don't know about Bison yet, but Luke actually has Starlight Explosion, and it's pretty freaking nutty, guys. So this is going to really bump up his damage something insanely fierce, guys. He's going to be very, very strong. The cards look pretty damn OP. That set looks pretty OP. Really, really happy with it. Then we get into the characters themselves. We're going to start with the Fest version of Chun-Li. Now, this version of Chun-Li, you're going to be able to level up no matter what. Once you get this character, you can just level her up through the game. You do not have to pull for her anymore. So if this is the only character you care about and you get her, stop using your rubies. Now, Chun-Li is a green defensive character, and she increased all fighter attack by 20% and active skill damage by 30%, which is awesome. She increased her strike skill attack damage increased by 12%. And this is kind of an indication that the Idol Kula set, which is a free set that's always available in the game, might be pretty godly on this character because she's already getting a strike skill attack increase. So that is something to think about. She also increased her chill attack by 15%, her power charge rate is 20%, which is actually really good. And then she decreased active skill cooldown by 0.2 seconds. And I've always said this, guy, whenever on attacking a poison target, anytime we see characters with this effect, it means you can just spam their skills faster. Now, it's only 0.2 seconds, but it really does make a big difference. And then she increased active skill damage to chill targets by 100%. Nice little buff against chill targets. And then the PvP exclusive applies the target's buffs from active skills to the caster for 5 seconds upon landing an active skill. Very OP PvP meta effect. She's going to be pretty annoying because of this. And then she has a decreased damage received by 60% when attacked by a target that has 100% HP. So whenever your opponent has 100% HP and they attack this version of Chun-Li, she's going to get a decreased damage by 60%, guys, which is nice. She's not going to take a lot of damage from them. And then a PvP exclusive, 50% chance to disable the attacker's special moves for 10 seconds when attacked, which means they're not going to be able to go into their super or their default as fast whenever this applies. And then for all the Street Fighter characters, they get an increased attack by 40% if HP is 50% or more. So massive attack buffs for all of the Street Fighter characters. And then they get a decreased damage received by 8% each time HP decreases by 10%. So this is going to decrease 9 times before they actually die, and this stacks up to 5, guys. I mean, it's honestly, which means they're going to get a decreased damage received by 40%. So their survivability is actually going to be increased tremendously by this, which is pretty nutty. And then we get into skills. Now I'm not gonna read the EX skills or anything like that because it's pretty much the same old as far as EX skills are concerned. And by the way, all of these characters, every single one of them, have an EX skill available, okay? Bison, Luke, and this version of Chun-Li, you have to use a change-up kit for, and they give us 2 free ones in the game, but the other characters, Ryu, Akuma, and the EX Chun-Li that we get for free, they already have this thing unlocked, which is pretty godly. Now, the first skill for Chun-Li is pretty nutty. Increase attack by 70% of defense. That is a lot, and she is a defensive character. All teamers obtain 4% power upon use. This is nutty on a 3-second cooldown. So whenever you're in a team composition with this character and you're running through your this skill over and over, every 3 seconds, all your team members are going to be obtaining 4% power gain, which means whenever you switch them in, they're going to have their 3PG more than likely available. And yeah, if the 3PG doesn't get interrupted, which more than likely they won't, then they are going to be safe, right? They're going to be in an iframe, and they're going to be applying a lot of damage, guys. It's honestly pretty nutty. And she deals chill damage equal to 49% attack every 1 second for 10 seconds upon landing a skill. 10 seconds of dot is insane, especially this amount. And the fact that chill is the dot that you need, chill and shock, for Inferno against Nightmare Geese does kind of indicate something for Chun-Li, that she could be amazing for this thing. Now, it remains to be seen as far as the Fest version, her 3PG being uninterruptible. I know on the EX version, I guarantee you it won't be interruptible, but maybe on this version it will, but you never know. It might not. For the Guilty Gear characters, they don't get interrupted when they do their 3PGs. The regular Fest don't get interrupted. So hopefully it's going to be the same thing. I imagine it will. And then for the next skill, we get Hyper Armor for 3 seconds, which is awesome. We have Interrupt, which is standing and knockdown. So whenever she's standing or knocked face down, she can immediately get up if she has this skill available. And then she gets another increased attack by 70%, guys. She gets literally an increased 140% of attack of defense. That is nutty. That is insanely strong. And then she also gets an increased attack by 50%. What? So this Fest version, right? So like if you get this character, just get her one time and you're able to level her up through the game. You don't need to pull for her anymore by using dimensional invitation tickets in the game. She's easily farmable, guys. You're going to have a godly character. And this thing deals poison damage equal to 49% of attack every 1 second. So she actually applies chill and poison. She's going to be a godly character for Guild Raid. You can pretty much predict it right now, guys. And she does an insane amount of hits, right? And as far as the striker, active team members gain super armor for 3 seconds, and they also get a heal. Pretty nice. Pretty damn nice. Nice. Good range attack. There's that chill. Nice, nice, nice. Freaking love it. Woof. Gonna be a nutty character, man. I can see it already. Wow. I'm just kind of running through this really quick, guys, because the video is going to be long enough as it is. But I love her super. It's so awesome. The Hyokusen EX is so awesome. Look at these hits. I mean, think about it, guys. With that 3PG gain that she has and being able to obtain 3PG or be able to obtain PG for all of her opponents or team members and her, not her opponents, but her team members and her. I mean, think about it. She's going to be able to go into 3PG, apply those dots in Guild Raid, and just murder. I mean, we'll see. She looks pretty freaking nutty, guys. She looks pretty insane. Then we have SS Luke, who increases Balance Type Fighter attack by 40% and critical damage by 50%. Freaking nutty leadership, and it's really going to enable him to hit super, super hard. He's got 30% PG rate, critical rate, which is nice, guys. Increased damage by 30% on critical hit. Big indication that Luke is going to be a powerhouse. He's going to hit super hard. Then we have, the increased strike, blast skill, which is nice. And then we have former special forces operative. Deals starlight damage equal to 5.5 times of remaining starlight. And removes starlight upon landing an active skill on an affected target by starlight. 1 second cooldown, guys. Godly. 30% chance to stun the attackers for 1.5 seconds when attacked. Going to be really good for like Epic Quest, some of the PvE game modes, but really mainly for PvP as long as they're not immune to stun. And then we have a 40% chance to reset active skill cooldowns upon landing Sand Blaster on a 13-second cooldown, guys. And this is going to reset all of his active skills. It's a built-in Leah set is what it is. Very OP. And then he has a PvP exclusive when attacked, disable the attacker's active skills for 3 seconds, which means whenever he's attacked, they can't use their skills for 3 seconds, which gives them a big window to attack them. Godly, on top of the Street Fighter passive. Now, his first skill gives him an increased attack by 60%, guys. It's just nutty. Applies Starlight for 12 seconds upon landing a skill. Deals Starlight damage equal to 50% of attack. I mean, he's going to hit so hard. And then increases damage received by 15%. This is just nutty. It's just nutty, along with that 5.5 times explosion. And then he decreases cooldown of ultimate move by 5 seconds upon landing a skill. So you have a certain cooldown on your 3PG. He's going to decrease his cooldown by 5 seconds. He's going to be able to use his 3PG even faster and more often. Think about that. That is OP. And then his second skill is an interrupt skill that's limited to standing and airborne, stuns all enemies for 1.5 seconds on a low cooldown. Pretty much every time you use a skill, you can stun your opponents. And then it also applies Starlight for 12 seconds upon landing a skill. Guard included. Deals Starlight damage equal to 50% attack, guys. And then he has another increased damage received by 15%. It's freaking strong, guys. It's seriously. And then he also has Hyper Armor, and he increases attack by 60% again. What? Increase attack by 60%. Increase attack by 60%, 5.5 times explosion, increase target damage received on 2 different skills by 15%. All of this stacks on top of each other. It's just nutty. It's really crazy. And then his default actually gains 50% power, increase attack by 15% for 10 seconds upon use. So after he does his default, on top of all the other buffs he gets, he's going to have an extra attack by 15%. Wow. Just going to be crazy, insane. And then we have our Starlight Striker, which is actually pretty cool. Inflicts Starlight damage equal to 35% of attack to all enemies for 1 second every 10 seconds. So even if you don't use this guy as a Starlight damage dealer in Guild Raid, say, then you could actually use him as a Striker, which is pretty nice. That's actually really cool. Very cool. Nice range. Easy to hit that Starlight. Man, I'm telling you guys, this dude's going to hit hard. Woof, woof, woof. Then we go into the default. This gives him an increased attack by 15%. And like right after you use this skill and you go into your other skills, I mean, he's going to do nutty damage, guys. I'm telling you. Just crazy. He makes a wacky face though when he does his super. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Luke looks strong. Luke looks freaking insane. Try saying that 3 times fast. He looks absolutely nuts, man. Wow, 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 wow. And then we get into Ryu, the main protagonist of Street Fighter, who is a yellow attack. He is an EX character. He's cost 70. The EX characters are cost 70. The SS characters for Bison and Luke are going to be cost 65. And then the Nostalgia Chun-Li is going to be cost 63. The cost just means the higher the cost, the higher native stats the character is actually going to have. And then we go into the core effects. We have 30% PG rate, which is awesome. We have the increased damage by 18% on a critical hit. He's going to hit really, really hard. It's not as high as Luke's, but it's still very, very high. That 4% critical rate is really nice. He has the shock damage increase, and then he reflects stun and starlight. That's actually pretty damn nice, guys. So all the characters that have stun, like Luke, like Terry, like Mary, Rio's going to be like, poof, you get stunned. Now I'm going to attack you. And he reflects starlight. It's actually pretty nutty. It's pretty cool that they actually, you know, for the new Street Fighter game, they're actually promoting Luke and Ryu to be actual rivals. And it's actually pretty interesting. They actually incorporated a counter for Ryu against Luke. And then he also resets 1 active skill cooldown upon landing a skill. So 1 active skill, guys. It says 1, so it might mean all active skills. But I mean, this is singular, so I think it just means 1 active skill. And then PvP exclusive, cast a critical hit shield. I really, really wish they would have gave Ryu a normal shield. That way it'd been useful for all PvE content like Guild Raid and whatever else. Unfortunately, this is only going to work in PvP. I mean, it will work in other certain game modes in the game, like League Match. It'll work in Absolute War, but it's kind of a bummer that it doesn't work in regular PvE. I'm not really a big fan of this type of shield, but for PvP, this shield's OP as hell. It's godly. And then you can also remove the shield upon taking 6 critical hits. Right? Or his shield gets removed after taking 6 critical hits. And then he gets increased attack by 12%, penetration by 1,000 for 5 seconds for each attack, and it stacks up to 5. Godly. Getting an extra 5,000 penetration is nutty on top of the increased attack by 12%. Just nuts. And then he becomes immune to damage for 4 seconds when HP is 30% or less, like Terry. And we know that Terry's actually works in a colossal dungeon. He doesn't die because of this immunity, so more than likely Ryu is going to be the same way. And when you look at Ryu's kit, it's pretty nutty, guys. He's got increased attack by 50%, so not as high as Luke's, but still very high. Remember, he is an EX character. He's going to have higher native stats than someone like Luke. But this here drops lightning to all targets upon use is just one of the most annoying damn things that you'll ever see in PvP, and it's godly for PvE as well. The reason it's so annoying is because in PvP, it actually extends cooldowns on your opponents. Whenever you hit your opponents with this, their cooldowns start rising, right? If they have a 6-second cooldown, you hit them with this, their cooldown will go to 8 seconds. It'll go to 10 seconds. It's freaking annoying. It's a very difficult thing to deal with. I actually hate it, but it does make characters godly. And it increases active skill cooldowns by 2 seconds. And that's what I mean by extends the cooldowns of your opponents. Deals shock damage equal to 53% of attack for 10 seconds. Nutty. Then he also has another attack by 50%, increased target damage received by 35%, guys. 35%, just nutty. Deals shock damage equal to 5.5 times of the remaining shock damage and removes shock when attacking a shocked enemy, which is nutty, guys. And it's on a 1-second cooldown. You're always going to be applying shock because once you use this and you go back into your first skill, you're still going to apply shock again. This only lasts for 1 second. I mean, it's pretty potent, guys. Having two buffs for 50% and then having that increased target damage received by 35% on top of the attack buffs from his core is pretty wild. And then he also has an interrupt skill. He gets hyper armor. The interrupt is limited to standing and airborne. He has a 70% chance to remove hyper armor and shield upon landing a hit. And then also on his default, when he does his default, he's going to increase his attack by 20%, guys. Whenever he does the Shinku Hadoken, he's going to get an increased attack by 20%. Just like Luke, only this is even stronger and more powerful. And then his striker bonus increase active team members attack by 10%, and 10 seconds, and yellow element fighter recovers HP by 5%. I mean, all the characters look pretty freaking nuts. Oh yeah. Freaking love it. I love it. I mean, when they hit, it just sounds like they're pounding the living hell out of them. And it's just, oh, it's awesome. This gives him an increased attack by 20%. So for 10 seconds after he does that, he's going to be doing some nutty damage. I love his super. Like, all these characters have such good theme music. They all just look so amazing. I mean, Kofa's done a really great job with them. And his leadership, guys, I almost forgot to mention it, is godly for Street Fighter characters because they increase their attack by 65%. Just insanity. And then we go to the free character, right? Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. We'll click on this. Okay, so everybody's going to get Chun-Li. She's a blue balance type fighter, and she increases balance type fighter attack by 40% and critical rate by 10%. So every character that's a balance type fighter, she's buffing up. She has a 30% PG rate. She has a nice critical rate. She has increased chill attack by 15%. She has increased damage by 24% of critical hit, which is amazing. She's going to hit really, really hard on top of all the hits that she does. On top of that 3 PG that had all that increased critical rate and critical damage, guys. Yeah. She reflects freeze and chill. So any opponent she faces that has freeze and chill, she's going to reflect them. If they try to apply freeze to her, they get frozen automatically. And she decreases active skill cooldown by 0.5 seconds. Same as Leona upon attacking a chill target, which means she's going to be able to spam her skills, run through her skills super, super fast, guys. I'm telling you right now that this version of Chun-Li is, well, I say it all the time, guys, but she's over the moon, right? She's just, yeah, I'm telling you. And she has the good shield. Cast a shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds when attack when HP is 70% or less, which is nice, guys. Once she gets to 70% HP, her shield will pop up when she's attacked. And this is awesome, especially for a balance type fighter that has a lot higher native HP and defensive stats than, say, an attack type fighter. And she removes the shield when attacked 30 times. Normally this is 20 times. So the fact that they made it 30 times, she's even going to have more survivability. Your opponent has to hit you 30 times in order to break that shield, unless they have a removed shield. Then she becomes immune to damage for 4 seconds when attacked. Cooldown on 10 seconds. And we'll see if this immunity works in Colossal Dungeon. And then when damage dealt to the target is 800,000 or less. Okay, so if she isn't doing more than 800,000 damage, she's going to deal additional damage equal to 800% of attack. What? This is bunko on top of the Street Fighter passive. Then you look at her first skill, guys. Check this out. Increase attack by 70%. What? This is the highest attack buff in the game. The free character. And she applies chill or cold spell for 10 seconds by landing skill. Deals chill damage equal to 80% of attack. That's a lot. It's just nutty. And she has a 70% chance to remove the target's hyper armor and shield. Hyper armor or shield. I'm sorry, it's one or the other. Just nutty, guys, for PvP. And then her second skill, right? Increases target damage received by 45%. What? 45%? And she deals chill damage equal to 5.5 times of remaining chill, guys. Think about how strong this character is going to be. And then her third skill, Spinning Bird Kick, gives her, it's an interrupt skill that's limited to standing and airborne, and it gains hyper armor and super armor. It also can freeze all enemies, guys. And I might have missed that on some of the other characters, but all enemies means that no matter where she's at in the screen and she uses this skill, everybody gets frozen. Like Nameless's first skill with the fear, everybody in the whole damn screen is going to get frozen. So if you're in PvP and you're using this character, nobody's getting away unless they're immune to freeze or if they have some kind of reflect. Whoa, whoa. And then her default has an 80% chance to reset the active skill cooldown when using a skill. So what that means is after she uses the skill, she's got an 80% chance of resetting all of these other skills. Pretty freaking nutty, guys. Wow, 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 wow. And her skills look exactly like nostalgia version of Chun-Li. I'm not going to show you guys that. There's really no need to do it. But wow. And this is the free character. This is the character that everybody's going to be able to get. I mean, honestly, just nuts. Oh, I mean, she's going to be super, super strong. This update looks absolutely nuts. So this looks to be an insane update. And as you guys can see, I do have over 63,000 rubies, and on my free-to-play account I got about 70,000 rubies. On both of these counts I'm going to be pulling for the Street Fighter characters. So the way that I'm going to be doing it is one of the polls I'm going to be doing on Discord, and I'm going to be doing that at 5 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. So make sure that you join me in the Discord. The link is in the description below. And also, I'm going to be doing it on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be for that in the description below also. So let me know how y'all feeling about the update, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.